Here's this week, November 12th, 2023. Let's get to the weekly pickups and purchases and trades and deals that we've gotten, and also the news and things that matter to me. I don't cover everything. I just cover most of the stuff that matters to me, and hopefully it entertains you or informs you. Either way, we'll go over some of the things that came out. And I really dig, especially one pre-order that came out, but it feels like it's going to take forever to get there. Anyways, number one, let's just cover something that came up a couple of times, or more than a couple of times. We have a lot of new subscribers, and I am supremely grateful for everybody that's joined me on this journey. When I started this, I was just doing it for fun. I'm still doing it for fun. I'm not getting any money out of this. I'm amateur hour over here. But anyways, not getting any money for this, just doing it for fun, doing it for the engagement, doing it for the, just to have a good time and have a good vibe with everybody. My bread and butter is G.I. Joe. But just to let everyone know, this came up a couple times, and it was, hey, you must be a millionaire or you must be swimming in debt to buy all this stuff. And as I did a story a while back on how I do this, I'm just going to catch you up real quick. It's just going to take a second. It'll answer everybody's questions. Number one, I have a budget for all of this. None of this interferes with my family's money or how I go about spending that money. There is a budget. There is a process that I use, and I encourage everyone to develop that strategy to keep from falling into debt or to keep from, interrupting your life and your family's life. This is all a hobby. This should be bringing joy, not sadness and financial frustration to you. So my theory, or not my theory, but my process is this. Number one, I've been collecting. Let me just give you a background. Number one, I didn't always collect, but I always collected a little bit. Early 2000s, late 90s, I had my family that drew most of my attention in my finances. Now my children have pretty much grown up, and so I have extra income, and I'm doing much, better in, the job market. I've moved on in the things that and the skills and the things that I do. I'm okay. I do okay. So, there's that. But also, how do I keep, from buying all these things? Not just a budget, but on top of that, I cycle some of this stuff out. And again, it won't take but another quick second. Anything that's not on display or that I'm using or actively reviewing or actively doing, I put in my closet that's behind me. If it stays in that closet for more than a year, because every Christmas I go through it, or every Christmas break, Thanksgiving break, I go through that closet. Everything that's in that closet that's over a year old goes downstairs to my garage. If it sits in one of the storage boxes that I have in my garage for a year, it goes on eBay for whatever the market would have. And again, I don't call that scalping. Scalping has a very narrow definition for me. And that is, for example, what is something that, for example, if you go and pick up the latest Marvel Legends, let's say Blade was one of the, Blade is out there. Blade is one of the Marvel Legends that people were looking for. Say it was a great success, which there's some problems with, but that's neither here nor there. But say everybody was looking for it. It's at retail for the, for everybody's taking, and you walk in like a dirt bag and take all 5 of them from the aisle and walk away with the intention of maybe keeping one and selling the other 4 to make some profit and keep the other one. Now, it's none of my business, how you do it. It's just my personal opinion. And if you go in there, do that, deprive all the other collectors of the ability to purchase, their 1 or 2. I don't think 1 or 2 is scalping. I think that's decent collecting, because you play with one, you stock the other one, or you mint the other one, right? But if you buy more than 2, if you're not army building, then what are you doing? And if you're doing it with the intense purpose of putting it on eBay, then that's scalping. That's 100% scalping. Now, if you hold on to a figure for 2 years and then you put it on the market, well, then you're doing collectors a favor, right? At that point, you're helping them access that thing that they missed out right on. So anyways, that's just my 2 cents. I recycle, and the money that I get from selling, it's no different than if you missed out on Hulk 181, a collector from back in the day has it. They're no longer producing Hulk 181. Are you going to call the comic book collector who's selling Hulk 181 a scalper? No, that comic book, it's a work of art. It's a collectible. It's not even, you can no longer produce that particular printing. It's done. And so it's the same thing with toys to me. If the toy is over 2 years old, there's no more scalping with it. It's a work of art. To me, it's done. It's no longer available at retail. You sell it for what the market bears. But again, if you're doing it at the time that it's available at retail and everybody's supposed to have a fair shot at it, well, then you're putting bad karma out there. And my belief is you put bad vibes into the world, you get bad vibes back. So anyways, let's get off of that. We do this for fun. I'm not a millionaire. It's a simple explanation. I recycle these toys. I have a budget and I do okay for myself. So anyways, let's start off with, again, this is for fun. Nobody's paying anybody for anything. And let's get down to what we like to do and talk about. Let's get down to the weekly pickups. Let's start off with the deals and trades, because that's the fun part for me. Not necessarily what I bought, but what I could work out deals on. And let's start out with the deal that means the most to me. And that was, I helped a fellow collector in the DFW area get a hold of a grunt. He unfortunately missed the grunt shenanigans with Target, and he was out of the loop for a little bit. But I happen to have an extra one. I'm going to need a few of my own for that because I was army building those. And everybody had a shot at those. They were even online for $11. So if you didn't grab them, then, hopefully another collector will help you. Or next time, got to be a little bit more on the ball. But anyways, I knew this gentleman. We talked a little bit. I had an extra one. I was willing to trade it. And I love helping people out when I can. And so we did. We traded. And one of my favorite figures, he happened to have an extra one of. I traded it for an Outback. Funny part, when we were trading these, we were meeting in a parking lot. And when he opened his trunk, and I don't know if you're listening to this or not. I'm not going to say your name on the YouTubes. But when we were trading these, I was digging in his trunk to see which one we would trade for a grunt, and literally less than 5 inches from my face was a Black Widow spider in his trunk. It was a frightening experience for both of us. But anyways, regardless, we got this. He got his grunt. I got an extra Outback. I love this guy. He's an amazing figure. I just wish that his joints here would have been better done, but I know now the fix for these, so it's fine. I can take care of that now. So we got that through a trade, which is really great. The other thing that I picked up, and I picked this one up from Burlington, was the Midas Rex. Now, I didn't pick him up for the body. I don't necessarily like this body. It looks cool and all, but I really like that head sculpt. Oh man, that head sculpt looks tremendous. I mean, for $5.99, I've seen people pay way more for those head sculpts. So I might. And the other thing, these two 6-shooters that he has on his hips right here, those make for great custom fodder. So a head sculpt and 2 6-shooters. Oh, these are removable, by the way. So fantastic with holster. So I picked that up for sure. The other things I picked up. Some of these were Ross, some of these were Burlington, some of these were Ollie's. I found Siren. I was trying to rebuild the Bone Breaker wave. Siren for $5.99. Whoops. Vulcan, $5.99. And this was a weird one. I saw Darwin. Darwin I could have picked up at Ross for $5.99 as well, but I took this one up to the register to see what it would ring up as, and it rung up as $4.88 or something. I'll pick it up all day. So the lady went up there, corrected it because it was ringing up as 2 different prices. She just says, here, just take it. It's on clearance. Just take it for $4.88. I was out the door. Done. The other thing that I picked up was Havoc, again at Ross for $5.99. And I have a Sabretooth, so I can literally build another Bone Breaker. He's one of my favorite Build-A-Figures. I think he's just got a lot of charisma to him and a lot of style to him. But anyways, I picked this one up at Ollie's, $9.99. he was the most expensive one in the bunch, but he also has that cool gun. Man, I love that gun. And that head sculpt is hilarious. So anyways, those are the deals that we got right there. Now, let's move on to the regular stuff we picked up. These were not deals. These were full price. I'm a little disappointed in myself. I'll tell you that right now. I'm a little disappointed in myself. Number one, because I said I wasn't going to buy any more of these, and then I bought some more of these. So, and only because, I don't know, it just looked cool to me. The articulation is crap. I'm probably not even going to review these, but I still like them. Anyways, Marek, he just looks like a really cool figure. So might as well, I picked him up. No discounts on that one. I also picked up Previsla. His head sculpt looks a little wackadoo, but anyways, I like that he has the sword with him. Anyways, I just want to check him out. But so I picked him up. The other one I picked up, because I don't have her in this version, was Hera Syndulla. So excited about that, but also disappointed. Excited and disappointed in myself. All right, moving on. I got two of these because, again, I found two. I want to rock one and I want to pop one open because I'll probably do a review on it and see how it goes. I found a total of, I would say, about 16 in my area. So yeah, there was plenty out there if you were a collector and you were up early Saturday morning looking for these. And actually throughout the week, I found some on Tuesday, and then I found a whole whole bunch of them Saturday. So anyways, Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. So one to rock, one to stock. So I got those. Very excited about that. I'll put these over here. Put them off to the corner somewhere where they don't get jacked up. I don't know which one I'm going to open yet. And I also picked up, I saw several of these as well. And you guys saw that in my hunt video that I put out yesterday. I saw several Moon Knights. As a matter of fact, I asked Art if he needed one, but I think Art said he wanted to scout it out himself. I mean, I dig it. I mean, half the fun of finding these guys or acquiring them is the hunt. Yes, I've felt the same way. You know, people have reached out to me and said, hey, can I pick this up for you? And I'm like, let me try to find it first. If I can't find it and, you know, you still have one available, then I'll get it. So excited to have found this Moon Knight. Just picked one up. I've already have the original one that they did from Walgreens, but I wanted another one because of the retro packaging. So I'm not going to be opening this one. It's going to stay in package. Moving on. I never found this one in the wild. Never. Until what was it, Monday, or what was it? No, it was Sunday evening. So you know, we had gone out and gotten something to eat, me and my wife, and I found this guy at a GameStop, and I found two things at that GameStop. Two things? Yeah. Did I already cover these? I don't think I covered these. If I did, I'm sorry. The days meld together. So I found this guy. I never found Multiple Man out there. Never until this GameStop recently. And then I picked up this R2-D2, which is to scale. So found both of these guys at the GameStop, used my $5 discount and my veterans discount to get it at a really low price. The other thing that came through the door, or actually I picked up at Ross, was this guy, Darkseid, or Lex Luthor Power Suit, sorry. And I picked him up for the throne. That throne I'm going to customize into Cobra Commander's throne. It looks very easily customizable, so that's what I'll be doing. Keep an eye out for that. I'll be customizing that throne. It looks... McFarlane sometimes does some really good job of putting some great accessories in there. The other thing I picked up, and I don't know if I showed you this guys last week or not, is this open? Boy, that would suck if it's open. No, it's not open. It's locked. Why don't I check these things sometimes? Jeez. Batmobile. Everybody's saying it's amazing. I'm not watching reviews on it. I just happen to hear live streams, and everybody's saying it's amazing. It looks really great. And again, I don't buy these. I don't buy these for the articulation. I don't buy these for the, you know, all this other stuff. I buy them because of the nostalgic packaging and the promise of what's inside, right? I don't open these up. These are not, I mean, you can if you want. Does it have lights? Hidden rocket boosters, battering ram figures sold separately. Does it have lights? It looks like it does. Tell me in the things below. Look, it's like making like it has lights. See? And it looks like it has lights over here. See? You guys tell me in the comments below, does it have lights? I don't know. I think it would be awesome if it did. I think that's a great thing McFarlane would do for us. This came through the door early Monday. I was really looking forward to this guy. I'll probably do a review on him. He looks fantastic. Brainiac. Whoops. It's getting crowded up here, folks. Brainiac from the DC Universe line. I wonder if those tendrils are... I haven't seen any reviews, so I don't know if the tendrils have wires in them or not. So excited to get a look at that and you know, review it. The last thing I picked up this week was, and I'll be reviewing it for sure, a Prey Predator. I didn't get a chance to review the last one because I like stocking that one. I actually put it up in my movie room, and I'm going to be doing a room tour here in the next day or two, if not tonight. If I can get to it tonight, I'm doing it. And it's going to be loads of fun. I think you guys get to see a little bit of a you know, back studio. What do they call it? Back room. What is it called? You know, when they do you know, they show you the back room or whatever. But anyways, back lot of 209 Ed's studio. Anyways, it's going to be fun. So anyways, those are all the pickups. That's how I collect. There's no mystery to it. Collecting within your budget, collecting responsibly is, you know, every, you know, family man's duty. And if you're single, well then heck, man, do what you want to do. Do what you want. But anyways, you know, again, guys, I never thought we'd have this many subscribers. And again, I'm very grateful for all of the, you know, new people subscribing. I'm doing my best to stay on top of this stuff. Again, I don't get paid for this stuff. I just do it because it's fun to do. I'm amateur hour, you know, not even an hour. Most of my things are like 20, 30 minutes, but it's fun. It's just fun. Like I said, on most of my videos, I do it for fun. If you're tired or if the world is stressing you out, grab a toy, crack it open, pose it around, get away from the doldrums and the dreariness of your everyday life, and maybe put a smile on your face. So with that said, let's get over to the news. All right, collectors. So here we go with the news. So starting off, we're going to just start off straight up with a rumor, because this rumor just came out. Apparently, McFarlane is releasing another Ben Affleck Batman, which, you know, to me, I really like Ben Affleck as a Batman. I'm digging it. I'm 100% into him, releasing him as another Batman. I dig that. Hopefully, he does him right, and we get some good articulation at the bicep, because he did that one of Christian Bale, and that Batman didn't have a bicep articulation. What in the heck? Some of the dumbest move I could have ever had McFarlane do was don't put any bicep articulation on a Batman. But anyways, if he does another Batman, another Ben Affleck Batman, I'll definitely consider it. I'll take a look at it. I mean, that's all McFarlane does is Batman nowadays. But also, Plastic Man. Apparently, Plastic Man is also supposed to be seeing a release from the McFarlane toy line, DC Multiverse. I'm looking forward to it. I remember Plastic Man from the cartoon when I was a kid. He was a bit odd, but I dig him. He's fine. I'm looking forward to it. And then we also have them releasing a Batgirl and or is it a Catwoman? I think it's Catwoman. And her Bat Pod there, or Batman's Bat Pod. Is it Catwoman? I think it's Catwoman. Man, I don't know. I get confused sometimes with this stuff. Hold on, let me check. 1 second. Yes, indeed, it is Catwoman and the Bat Pod, which I really want a bat pod. So if she does come with the bat pod, I might get a couple of those. That bat pod looks really great. The other thing that's coming out again from DC, we don't have any real G.I. Joe news this week, unfortunately. I mean, G.I. Joe's been G.I. Joe'd out. We've got a ton of releases coming, and we've talked about them last week. But again, I'm real excited for all the releases, but you know, there's not a lot out there that hasn't been talked about already for G.I. Joe. Unfortunately, yeah, sometimes, you know, it's kind of dry for G.I. Joe this week, but that's okay. The other things that we have are this other DC releases from McFarlane. The Superman here from The Return of Superman, Green Lantern Batman, and my personal favorite, and I'm really never the kind of person to dig these wacky designs, but there's something about this Carrot Man action figure, or whatever, that just draws my attention to it. I don't know if it's because he reminds me of the Quick Bunny, or I don't know what it is, but I really dig this Carrot Man action figure. I'm gonna buy it. Out of all of these, that's the one that draws my attention. Just looks great. Just a fun figure to have. I'm gonna pick it up. The other figure that I definitely ordered, or the whole line that I ordered, much to my own chagrin and disappointment, I just want that Mr. Freeze, and I want him so badly that I ordered the whole thing to build him. That's genius strategy. Genius by McFarlane. I mean, out of that whole line, I might like Batman and Poison Ivy. That's about it. But anyways, Clooney there, and maybe Poison Ivy, Uma Thurman, I think that played her. Hopefully the rest of them will look good. I mean, they look decent, but and definitely the head sculpts have gotten a lot better lately. So I dig it. And here's another a picture of Lilandra, a better rendering than we got last week at that Italian Comic-Con. Looking forward to it. You know, that cape is probably going to be craptastic plastic, but hopefully somebody will make or I'll make it myself. I don't need to wait anybody to make it. I'll make it myself. I'll make a cloth cape for it. It looks so much more dynamic, and especially because he has double jointed elbows there. So that's going to look fantastic if it's cloth. All right. So the second to the last thing I want to talk about is the Griffon. You've got these at 5K Toys, they've got pre-order up, $85 for this brown Griffon or this silver grayish looking Griffon. They look really great, but I don't know if I'm sold on them just yet. I mean, but they look really good. I might pick up one, and it might be the more brown one, because it reminds me more of a regal look than the silver one. So I might just go with that one. So I'm still making up my mind about it. I don't know. We'll see. And the last thing that I saw, and he looks freaking fantastic. I mean, just amazing. And that is the bear from the Four Horsemen. What's he called? Hold on. Let me look this up. Bodvar, the bear. Oh my gosh, this thing looks amazing. You get 2 head sculpts. It's $85. He's already out there for pre-order. I already pre-ordered him. Only bad part is, again, he's not going to be available until 2025. 25. Starting to feel like Mezco up over with the Four Horsemen. It feels like it's a long time, man. But yeah, that's how long it's going to be until you get them. And the last piece of news that we have is Professor Jordan Perry. Probably the only reason I'd pick up this specific set is because of all of the scientific little doodads he's got in the set. But if it's over $50, I'll pass on it. I won't do it. if it's like $70 for this set, I won't pick it up just for those little clipboards and the little doodads and canisters that he's got. No, I can't do that. But if it's under 50 bucks, if it's right at 50 bucks, I'll pick it up. So anyways, all right, guys. So that's all the news and the pickups that I have for the week. Again, thank you so much for subscribing. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. If I'm providing some value, some entertainment, some information, some knowledge about how I do this thing, or how, you know, or any new pre-orders that are popping up, or anything that interests you, go ahead and subscribe. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything. It helps us grow the channel. And I do remember saying this, and I will do this, true to my word. Once we hit 1,000, I will put up the steel, the steel core set from Hasbro, or from Hasbro, as a straight giveaway. There'll be no riddles with that one. I know I've fallen behind on my riddles. It's one of the things that I really like to do, and I'm still invested in that. It's fun to do, and it's fun to interact with you guys trying to figure those riddles out. But anyways, this is going to be a straight giveaway when we hit 1,000. It's just my gift to everyone, and my gratitude to everyone for joining me on this journey. Very, very happy that everyone's come along. I never thought the channel would get this big. I'm shocked. So it's fun. It's been fun, guys. Thank you so much for interacting and engaging. So let me know if I missed anything. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if there's a toy line we all want to look at, or know about. Let me know down in the comments, and we'll take a look at it. Glad to do that. So guys, thank you so much for joining me this week. And again, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling it out.